At Mediyum, we've always helped founders validate their app ideas by testing them with real users. With the generative AI tools available today, this can now be done at a speed that was never possible before. Some of our customers who are early adopters of this process are already seeing the benefits.
Today, I'm in the beautiful city of Bangalore to meet one such person, Gowrisha. He runs a yoga studio called Samyama. Let's go take a look.
Samyama has completed 10 years now. We are in the 11th year.
Wow.
Yeah, which is surprising for me as well. Because, when I started, I didn't have any, I said, okay, let me start sharing and see what happens. So, it's in the 11th year now.
You follow a particular style of yoga called Ashtanga Yoga. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Ashtanga Yoga is a method of yoga that's maybe a little bit intense, a little bit, there is sequences to it. And this originated in Mysore. And so it's also called Mysore Ashtanga.
Please tell us how you came up with the idea for the app that we are working on.
So the two biggest motivations for this app was one, to reach out to people who have less amount of time, may not have a teacher right next to them, close to where they are, but who have an Ashtanga background, who have some Ashtanga background. A lot of the times people think about, okay, what should I do today? What is the yoga practice that I need to do? So I hope the app will answer that. You go into the app and, you say, I want to do a 30-minute practice. It will show up some. What you can do.
Traditionally, when someone came to us with a product idea like that, we would take a few weeks to do research, followed by a month or so to do design, followed by a few months for development. And only then would an app reach the user's hands. And only after that, of course, would the users validate or invalidate the idea by either using it or not using it. What changed in 2024 is that a few generative AI tools were launched in the market, which allowed non-technical people to take product ideas and turn them into rough and dirty apps, which couldn't be launched in production, but these apps could be given in users' hands, especially a small set of trusted users, to try out and give feedback. So what has happened as a result is that ideas can now be built and validated in just weeks using these tools. Gowrisha evaluated both these approaches. Let's hear it from Gowrisha himself.
Great. Rather than trying to solve all problems, they're trying to say, okay, what are the biggest problems you want to solve in the fastest possible time? And then try to solve that and then move to the next. This was the best thing that could have happened for us, because otherwise we would have gone on a more traditional model of development, which may have firstly taken a lot of money, also taken a lot of time. I think this is very interesting for us because we've never gone through this journey before. So we actually now have the app with users. Launched about a month ago now, maybe 5-6 weeks. I've had people who have never been in my class this whole year also signing up on the app, which is nice to see. But I'm also seeing that there are, a few plays on the app every day. People are using. I'm getting feedback both on my WhatsApp and through the app as well.
It is worth mentioning that the newer approach is not just faster. We have to keep in mind that since the users are actually using an app, we now have access to usage data, which would not have been possible in the traditional approach. It also means that when users are giving feedback, they are giving feedback on their actual experience on the app and not just on the idea.
Could you also give me a glimpse of what do you do on a day-to-day basis to track how the app is doing?
So one of the things that I was curious also was to try and see how many people are using the app. And so I was just seeing, there's been about 4 or 5 people using the playlist and the time at which it started and how long it was played. So it's across, today a few plays and yesterday as well. So I'm almost encouraged to do another cycle of this, even for the full app, to say we'll do maybe a 0.7 and see how it goes, even if it's going for public. And then we do a larger kind of, so I'm this has encouraged me to think about this slightly differently.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Gowrisha. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm looking forward to the app going to the public and receiving feedback on it.